Hey, Starkey Road. It's that time of year again. It's Christmas, and we're getting real close. And as much as I joke about it, it really is one of my favorite times of the year. Really, it's one of my favorite times of the year is because of the fact that I get to buy gifts for my wife. I get to buy gifts for my boys, and it's really great on Christmas morning to watch them open those gifts and just that look that they have on their face, like, oh, this is really great. And it's just a special family time for us. And as we get into this Christmas season, as a church, we always do an outreach. And we have already this year, we've provided the chicken dinners for Orphanage Emmanuel. But we always try to do something locally. And one of the things that we got to do last year, we're going to get to do this year and even scale it up a little bit. And that's going to be to reach into the fostering community and into the boys and girls homes that are here in this county. It's a big project, and it's really great, but I think it's going to be a really, really just wonderful touch into their lives and an opportunity for us to show some real tangible love to them. Mm-hmm. And you know, it's big on our hearts, that fostering community, and that group is real special to us, obviously. And so Stephanie actually put a lot of this together and has had some of these contacts. And so I wanted her just to share with you a little bit about what that's going to look like.
Yeah, we're really excited this year. To give you a recap of last year, we got to host 3 boys' homes on property. They came to the church, and we played games. We had a hot cocoa bar. We had sugar cookies that they frosted and decorated. We had Christmas trees with gifts around them, and each boy opened a pile of gifts like it was Christmas morning. It was just a beautiful time. And so this year, when I spoke to a couple of the directors at Eckerd, they were saying how they're so sad that the kids can't come this year because of COVID. And so we were brainstorming with some ideas, and we came up with that our church can bring Christmas to them. We can't go into the homes, but we can bring the gifts. We can bring the sugar cookies. We can bring the stockings. We can bring the food. We would like home-cooked meals for them. We can bring all that to these group homes. There's 3 girls group homes and 6 or 7 boy group homes. I think there's 10 altogether. So that's 55 boys and 37 girls. That we are going to have the opportunity to serve this Christmas. And it is a lot, but we're so excited to be able to do it.
I think last year we ended up being able to minister to about 20 or 25 boys. And this year, to think that they asked us, you know, we didn't go and ask them. They asked us if we would be willing to reach out and minister to now 92 kids. That's a wonderful opportunity. Mm-hmm. And so what specifically... How specifically can the church help kind of meet this need?
Mm-hmm. Well, God has already been working in it. We have a sweet couple that has already bought 5 gifts for each child. Wow. The gifts have to be matching. And so they have worked very hard on getting deals, and they have already secured 5 gifts for all 92 kids. Now we still need Bibles for each child. We would still like to add a couple things to those gifts if we can get the money for that. If not, it's fine. We have to figure out how to have enough food to be able to package and deliver to each of the homes a home-cooked meal. So we need help with that. We have the youth that has already agreed to start collecting things for the stockings for the kids. So they're going to be taking care of all 92 stockings. Wow. For the kids. The youth kids are going to be bringing in stuff. Pastor Alex has agreed to head that part up. So that's kind of a rundown of a few of the things that we're going to need.
Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking at. We have to feed 92 kids.
And their leaders.
Mm-hmm. And we are going to collect a few more gifts on top of the almost 450 or 460 gifts that have already been purchased. And so if you can, as a church, if you can help in any way, maybe you can give some funds, whatever the Lord lays on your heart. That way we can make sure the gifts that are purchased are all the same. I would love for you to buy them something specific, but at the end of the day, unless it was 92 of the same thing, that'd be really hard. So if you could give funds, that would be wonderful. If you could give food, if you could make some food, that would be great too. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna gather all that together at a certain time. When are we gonna have all that together?
Okay, we're gonna wrap all the gifts on the 20th. We're gonna meet in the community 242 room. Around 4:30 on the 20th, and then we get to break to go to Christmas and carols. No, carols and
cookies and cocoa.
There we go. So we get to have a nice break to go see that and fellowship together over there, and then we're going to come back if there's still wrapping to do. We ask for that part that you bring wrapping paper and tape and everything that you would use to wrap your own family's gifts. We ask that you would bring that on that evening and help us wrap 400 plus gifts for these gifts, 700 probably by that point, because we'll have the Bibles. And so to help us wrap all those. And then the second part is going to be on December 23rd. If you're willing to do food, we're going to have everybody drop off their food on the 23rd. And anyone that's willing to stay and help and package all the food together to divide it into the group homes. We're going to have that on the 23rd, and the delivering of all the gifts and the food will also be on the 23rd.
Okay, that's great. Listen, this is a big project. This is a big outreach, but I think there's a lot of heart behind that. I was a little nervous, can we do it? And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, Starkey Road, we can do that. That's a great outreach for us. And so I would encourage you, again, there's lots of ways that you can be a part of this, whether it's funds, food, whether it's showing up and helping wrap, put things together, showing up on the 23rd with some home-cooked meals and some treats, things like that. There's so many opportunities here for you. Outside of all that, though, here's what I'm asking you. Pray. Really pray. Pray that this is going to have a spiritual and eternal impact in their lives. We can feed them. We can give them the gifts, and those are great things, and they'll remember it. But we do it because we want them to have the gospel. And so they're going to receive a Bible. They're going to receive a devotional. They're going to know that a church in the area, they may not remember Starkey Road, and that's okay, but they're going to know a church in the area reached out to them and reached into their lives and impacted them with real tangible actions of love. And we're praying that is going to really do something in their hearts. The Holy Spirit can use it in a mighty way. And so be praying in that direction. Listen, you and I, we have so many wonderful blessings in our lives. And as we get into the Christmas season, we're going to have a lot of good things that go on. And I think this is a good opportunity for us to make something good in someone else's life. And so we look forward to that. Look forward to seeing you this Sunday. We have a lot of good events coming up in our own church, and I pray that you can make it to those. And at the end of it all, as a church, we want to help people find, follow, and share Jesus. And this is that sharing Jesus aspect that is, again, has such an eternal component to it. And so, Starkey Road, I love you. I appreciate all the help that you've given and just your heart for outreach, your heart for people. And I pray that this would just be one of those other areas where you can show that. And so, for Stephanie, for myself, for our kids, we love you, and we look forward to seeing you here pretty soon.